Okay, Pisces, let's get into it. Your 2026 is shaping up to be a year of some amazing highs, some really quiet, deep reflection, and then a final test that kind of ties it all together.
All right, first up, the start of the year. The year's going to kick off with this amazing burst of positive energy. You'll feel like everything is just clicking. But, and this is a big but, there's a really important warning you need to hear right out of the gate.
So, in the first few months of 2026, you're just going to feel light, confident. It's like any problems just melt away before you even have to deal with them. Joy is pretty much your default setting here. It's going to feel great. Okay, but here's that warning I mentioned, that everything is awesome feeling. It can be dangerous for your wallet. The big risk here is major, totally unnecessary spending. So you've really got to keep an eye on your budget, because it's easy to get a little reckless when things feel so good. Now, once we hit the middle of the year, things take a sharp turn. The whole vibe changes. That outward joy from the first part of the year, it turns inward. It's time for some serious soul searching. You're probably going to feel a super strong pull to just hide from the world for a bit. Just step back and watch everything from the sidelines. And listen, that is totally okay. In fact, it's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It's a chance to really lean into your Piscean intuition and just process everything. But don't think of this as a retreat. Not at all. It's more like strategic learning. You're pausing, observing, and really learning from what's going on around you. You're basically soaking up wisdom, even if some of those lessons are a little tough to swallow. Okay, so you've done the quiet work. And then the end of the year arrives, and boom! A huge wave of actual, tangible rewards and amazing opportunities comes your way. All that patience and reflection, it's about to pay off, big time. I mean, look at this shift. It's such a perfect picture of what you'll go through. You go from this quiet lull in the middle of the year straight into a major breakthrough. It's proof that all that quiet time wasn't for nothing, not even close. And when we say significant achievements, we're not kidding. We're talking about things like buying an apartment, maybe even a house, taking these amazing out-of-the-blue trips. And in your relationships, things get serious. We're even talking potential marriage proposals here. Wow. So, with all this amazing stuff on the horizon, the big question is, how do you make sure you're ready for it? Well, to get through 2026 successfully, there are two really critical pieces of advice you need to hear. Think of them as your guide for the whole year. Let's dive into the first one. All right, this is super important. The advice is simple. You absolutely must have a goal, a big one. Don't even think about going into 2026 without a clear target. That goal is going to be your anchor. It's what keeps you from getting lost when things get chaotic. And the second piece of advice is all about self-care. And no, this isn't some fluffy suggestion. It's essential. You have to make time to rest. You have to protect your inner peace and avoid stress like the plague. Why? Because you're going to need all that energy to grab those opportunities we just talked about. Okay, finally, let's pull back and look at the big picture. It really helps to think of the entire year as one big exam. It's the final test that brings everything, the joy, the quiet time, the rewards all together. So what's the test about? Well, here's the tough part. All of your success, all that joy and progress, it's probably going to make some people jealous. A huge part of your exam this year is figuring out who's genuinely happy for you and who's not. This really is the main theme for you in 2026. Everything that happens, the good, the bad, the quiet, it's all part of this one big exam. It's testing your strength, your self-control, and your ability to stick to your own path, no matter what anyone else is saying or doing. So when you put it all together, 2026 has some absolutely incredible potential for you, Pisces. It's a journey, for sure. One filled with joy, some deep learning, and some seriously amazing rewards. And it all leads to this one final question.